Do you have a dream? Of course you will say. A pastry chef? No problem. Grab a tool, mix ingredients with your hands, and then you can create your own masterpiece. Maybe a basketball player? Alright, reach your hand for a ball and hold it. That's right, just lift your hands and do it. Jack Hoskin, a college student, dreams to be a basketball player since his childhood. In 2013, he finally got a chance to play for University of Florida Gators. You may be curious why I use finally here. Jack was born with only his right arm. People teased him for they thought the opportunity for him to become president was better than playing college basketball. What if he could have a prosthetic hand which could be controlled by his brain and let him decide how much pressure he needs to exert on the ball? Could it be possible? Well, yes. Prosthetic hand, as it's called, is an artificial hand for people who lost a limb. Recently, scientists of the Defense Advanced Prosthetic Project Agency, DARPA, put a range of small electrodes into a woman's brain who is paralyzed. The electrodes communicate to a woman's prosthetic arm, which made the woman was able to move the arm flexibly through her own wheels. In a presentation which hosted in St. Louis by DARPA, named Wait, What? A Future Technology Forum on September 10th, Justin Sanchez, the program manager of the DARPA Biological Technologies Office, asked two questions. Can we run the experiment in reverse? Can we do for sensation what we did for the motor system? To answer these questions, the researchers at the DARPA made breakthrough in prosthetic hands. The scientists at DARPA have invented the first prosthesis in the world that can be controlled directly while the brain, as well as the one, can send back the sensation information. The control system consists of two parts: two 1mm wide chips in the brain and a set of pressure-sensitive torque motors placed in artificial hand. Two chips, which contain electrons, will be embedded in the motor system, which is the region of controlling arm and hands in the brain, and sensation cortex, the area for receiving and identifying signals that are originated by different tactile sensations. As a result, every time the prosthetic hand touches something, the viewer will be able to feel near natural contact. As an article published on Russian news website, DARPA ran the experiment on an unnamed volunteer who was paralyzed for about a decade. When the team pressed the finger of the prosthetic hand, the man shouted, "It tastes like my own hand was being touching." The sensory feedback was incredible, said Sorensen, the other volunteer in a press release told by CBS News excitedly, who lost his left arm in a firework accident. I could feel things that I hadn't been able to feel in over 9 years. Disabled people who use prosthetic hands are all facing the same problem. Think about the basic thing you need to know when you're going to hold something. Yes, you need to know whether you are touching items or not, and you will want to know how much pressure you should exert on it. For prosthetic hands today, no matter how well they can respond to people, if a user feels nothing, then they will be unable to grip things. The exciting thing is, the improved prosthetic hand can help people with that now. People who wear it will get an immediate tactile sensation when they touch something, and they can also determine how much pressure they are going to use. The dreams that seemed impossible now become possible for all the disabled people. Nevertheless, every invention has its downsides. First, the current research on prosthetic hands cannot help users to sense temperature and texture. Imagine a moment in your life that you wanted to get a bowl of delicious out of the microwave while I had no idea it was overheated. Oh my god. I believe the result is undoubtable. You drop the ball and got burnt. Well, for those who use prosthetic hands, it will bring damage to their hand without being aware. Second, for those who have spinal cord injury, the prosthetic hand might not work for them because their nerves in arms are damaged. Third, as Dr. Sinha, professor of plastic surgery and biomedical engineering at the University of Michigan, has mentioned in the interview from CNN, the biggest challenge. Once you put the electrode into the brain, you develop scarring around the electrode, and that makes it increasingly difficult to pick up the signals it needs to pick up. Now, researchers are working on how to let the electrode arrays to work for a longer period of time, and they are also working on developing highly sensitive prosthetic arm that can recreate nearly every motion of a real arm, and make it possible to control the arm through an iPhone. With the rapid developments of technologies, I believe all the disadvantages will eventually turn to advantages, making it possible for this improvement to indeed change the world of disabled people. Thank you.